Hey everyone. Hey guys. Hello everyone. So today I decided to do a live. So it's Saturday. I'm currently living in Canada. I'm in BC, Vancouver at the moment, and it's pretty hot. So yeah, so if you're joining, please in the comments just state where you from. um Please leave a comment if you're joining. So today want to talk about self-love. I know that's something that a lot of us have struggled with. We have all struggled with self-love. So today I want to say that in order for you to fully love yourself, you have to accept yourself for who you are. That's the first thing. You just have to accept yourself for who you are, no matter how you look. You have to tell yourself that you are loved and that you are deserving of love. So if you are in the chat and you struggled with self love, or you feel as if you are not good enough, just leave a comment. Yeah. So first, I want to say that in order for you to love yourself, you have to just fully accept yourself, and don't get into the habit of comparing yourself. Don't get into the habit of comparing yourself with anyone. So you just have to love who you are. And sometimes our self-love comes externally. Maybe our environment, we're in an environment where we feel that we are not loved. So if anyone is rejoining, I just want to say today we are going to be talking about self-love. I'm pretty new on this life thing. I'm not sure how it works. I'm just trying it out, and today I just want to talk about self-love, how to love yourself, how to accept yourself fully. So my name is Kayla Hawkins. um, I started YouTube was last year. So yeah, I started YouTube. I just want to share about different things of life, experiences, and yeah, I've been liking YouTube so far. It's really, really great. At first, before joining, I was really scared of the critics, what people are saying. Sometimes I will on like Facebook and Instagram, and the stuff people will say negatively about these celebrities, like, oh my gosh. Yeah. So you just have to enjoy life, accept yourself for who you are, and just whatever you are and whatever stage you are in life, be proud of where you are, because sometimes we get into the habit of comparing ourselves with one another, and comparison is the stealer of joy. Comparison will steal our joy. So please do not compare yourself with others. No, we live in a world where we are just so connected by social media. Speaking to someone is just one button away. You just want to speak to someone, you just press that button. But I realized that although there is so much way to connect, to there's so much ways to connect to people, there is no relationship. So one of the reasons why we struggle with self-love, because everyone is posting everything on social media. The new house, everyone is getting into entrepreneurship. Everyone wanna have their own business, but not everyone really wanna have their own business. Some people don't mind working for others. So do not compare yourself with anyone. So I see someone else has joined. If you are joining, please leave a comment. State where you're from. And again, my name is Kayla. Currently, I live in Canada. I'm currently in Vancouver. So just state where you're from. Yeah. So guys, do not get into the habit of compare yourself with anyone. Always believe in yourself and believe that you are loved, because when God created us, He took His time. If you're not religious, please don't be offended. He made the world, and everything else was called into existence. But when He came down to us, we're special. He took His time to make us. So always go about your day thinking that you are enough, thinking that you are deserving of love. Always remember that you are deserving of love, that you deserve to be loved, no matter what your situation is in life. And sometimes, if you want to fully, have a good life, you want to feel confident in yourself, you have to remove toxic people from your life. I know that's very hard because sometimes even our family members can be toxic, right? Our family members can be toxic. So please, if you have people in your life that brings you down, that do not love you, that do not care about you, please, please, remove those people from your life. Yes, remove those people from your life and just be happy where you are. Do not compare anyone, because you will get to your destination at the right time. You may say, I feel left out, I feel so left behind. Everyone is doing this and everyone is doing that. But always be confident that you will get to where you are meant to be at the right time. Again, if you're still here, if anyone that's joining, I want to say welcome. Welcome to my live. And today I just want to talk to you about learning to love yourself. Yes. One of the things I find that really helps me in accepting myself or not getting into the habit of comparing myself with others, and that is gratitude. Gratitude is very helpful. So I did a video about gratitude. So guys, just when you feel as if you're not grateful, just look at everything in your life. Like getting up every morning, that's gratitude. Able to have a roof over your head, not being evicted. There are so many persons right now that are evicted. Like, even though there's a pandemic, there are people, they can't pay their rent, and that's a blessing in itself. um you know Even your family is being okay. Your mom is fine, your mom is not sick, she doesn't have a COVID-19, your kids are doing well. That really something to be grateful for. So you always have to be grateful for whatever the situation may be. um yes, guys. I don't know if I did this. Yeah, so yeah, you just have to be grateful for where you are and just keep believing and being confident in yourself. I remember growing up, I always into the habit of comparing myself with others, and you realize that comparison is the thief of joy. Like, I used to always compare myself. I'm thinking I was not good enough. But you realize that, what, as you get older, I think as you get older, you realize how important it is to accept yourself. Because like it or not, there's so many people that are not going to like you. Like there's so many people that are not going to like you, but you have to be confident in yourself that, and also do not share your dreams with everyone, because there are so many people that are not really happy for you. There's so many people that want to see you fail, but you have to tell yourself that success belongs to you. You know, I've heard this one thing that there is 24 hours in a day, and that goes for everyone. So anything anyone else can do, you can do too. Anything anyone else can do, you can do. You know, so don't get in the habit of thinking I am not good enough. Like, we know we all go through that, but tell yourself that I am good enough. If you want to do something, it may seem hard at first, but you just have to believe in yourself and just believe that you have so much great things to offer in this world. What I do to actually stay motivated and keep myself encouraged is I keep a journal. I keep a journal. So however I'm feeling, welcome everyone. If this is your first time joining, please say something, say where you're from. Yeah. So if you're here, you're still here, I want to say thank you for joining my live. And I'm happy to have you. And if this is your first time, I just want to say please support my YouTube channel. My channel is mostly about empowerment. I like to actually encourage others to be the best version of themselves, because you have a lot of things in life to offer. I am actually had 500 and something subscribers. So I want to say that if you have subscribed to my channel, and please continue supporting and please continue watching. And also, please, if you watch and you like, please share with your friends. If you're joining, please say where you're from. Yeah, so I just want to come by and talk to you guys about learning to love yourself, believing in yourself, and just believe that you have everything to offer in this world. I know it's Corona. I know a lot of us are depressed. A lot of us are scared. We don't know what the future holds. But you know what? You got up this morning and you're doing wonderful. You're here listening. Yeah, just tell yourself that tomorrow will be greater, that tomorrow will be better. There's so many people that didn't make it today. You just have to always find gratitude in everything that you do, and always remember that life could be worse. Like, because there, no matter what we're going through, there's always someone situation. There's always someone that's in a worse situation. So if you're joining, guys, please leave a comment in the chat. I would love to hear where you're from. If you have any question you want to ask me, please do. So yeah, so today I yes, keep believing in yourself. Learn to love yourself. Read books. You know, I find what really helped me with my self-confidence and not trying to compare myself with others is reading books. Like, reading is so powerful. Reading is like you're traveling, but the only thing is that you are traveling with your mind, you know. So read books that will uplift you. If you want to learn about finance, you know, there's some book about finance. Also with YouTube, there are a lot of things about finance, because the stuff that I'm doing now is through YouTube. I learn about it. So if there's anything you want to do, just don't be afraid of doing it. Believe in yourself and believe that you have a lot of things to offer in this world, because you are gifted. Like, you may believe that you are not gifted. Yeah, there's so many things that you can learn to do. You can acquire a skill, you know, learn something new. And also I want to say, as you are here listening, just I know even going through a pandemic, you may feel stressed, you may feel lonely, but reach out to people that you are close to. Or if you don't really have a close connection, just reach out. Maybe try building a connection, because sometimes we don't really have close connection because we're so to ourselves, and sometimes just we leave people out, because we live in a world where people are just not genuine anymore. Like, you live in a world where you don't really know who your friends are. You don't know who your friends are. So I want to say, find people that love you and care about you, people that want to see the best for you. Um, Plan trips where you are going to go when this whole pandemic is over, because I am telling you, this pandemic has me going crazy. There are days I will just I'll go for walks. I feel like walks is a therapy for me. Not able to travel, not being able to connect with your friends, not being able to connect with your family members, because it's so good to have a social connection. Because some of us, we don't really have a social connection, and that can really get to us. So I know COVID has some of us really going really crazy, but reach out to people that love you, reach out to people that care about you. And yes, God, yeah. So I think self love is very important, because in order for us to have other successful relationship, in order to have successful relationship, whether it be with your partner, whether it be with your family members or friends, you have to learn to love yourself. Because a lot of time, many people, they get into relationship, and they think that when they get into relationship, that person can make them whole. But no, no, no. In order for you to be whole, the only person that can actually complete you is Jesus. His words, read his word daily. That's the only person that can actually complete you, but and no man is going to complete you. No woman is going to complete you, because we are all flawed human being. No one can complete us. You can complete you. You have to love yourself. If you are overweight and you do not like how you look, you have to tell yourself that, what, I am not where I want to be. I don't feel I'm sexy enough. I don't feel like I look how I want to look. Go to the gym. You don't have to start out really hard. You could maybe go for a walk, like 1 hour every day, because research has proven that walking is way better than actually running, because it doesn't put so many stress on your joints, on your knees. So that's why athletes, like, they don't last for long, because all the force of running. So prepare yourself. If you're looking for a partner, prepare yourself mentally, not physically, because we live in a world where it's so superficial. Where we just want to look good. We don't really care about the person mind. We don't really care about the person mind, but you have to focus on the mind of the person, because looks can change. You can walk up the street, get in an accident, you can get burned, you can just fracture your face. So if you're looking for someone, just focus on the mind of the person, because a lot of people get into relationship and they don't love themselves. In relationship, they have so many expectation of that person. Like, I want the person to do this, to do that, but you have all the expectation in your mind. And then when you get into the real relationship, it's nothing like you expected. Nothing like, I had a friend, I remember she told me when she got married, she had all these expectation of her husband, so many expectation. And then it's like she felt she was unhappy. And then she was like, this is not what I expect my husband to do, And then she said one time she was like, oh, I want a divorce. And then the husband was like, no, we're not getting a divorce. Like, we're married, right? So we are going to be together. And she said after she spoke to him and she said what she thought her expectation was, she said her marriage is completely better. She and her husband have a very good relationship because sometimes because we don't love ourselves and we get into relationship and we think, okay, my husband is supposed to do this, do that. And we realize, no, that we have to love ourselves. And we have to just tell a partner what we want, but we can't expect our partners to give us everything because, again, we are flawed human being. We are gonna make mistakes. We're all flawed, and we are going to hurt people, and it may not be intentional, but because sometimes we have an issue with ourselves, we haven't fixed, because a lot of us has trauma, like it or not, the way how we were raised, it affects all our relationships. It affects our relationship, it affects how we will raise our children. But you have to tell yourself that, look, I am not my past. Something may have happened to me, but I am not my past. You got to tell yourself that you are not your past. Like, you have to tell yourself, I want to be better, because if you have been traumatized and you have been hurt in the past and you never get over it, you are going to carry that baggage in every relationship, in everywhere that you go. It's just like a suitcase. You have a suitcase and you just pack in everything, piling it. And when you open the suitcase, everything just pop out, because you didn't fix it properly. So everything does overflow. So you have to deal with your traumas. If you're new, please, guys that's joining, just please state your name and where you're from, or say hello. I would really love that. So in order to have successful relationship, guys, you have to deal with your traumas. You have to deal with the things you're going through. And in order to get over those trauma, sometimes we have to learn to forgive, because if we don't learn to forgive, we are going to be mentally in prison for a very, very long time. So, guys, you have to learn to forgive, because forgiveness, I realize that forgiveness heals you, It's not for the other person, but it's for you. So you have to learn how to forgive, learn to forgive. And also, I think with self-love is important, because when people realize that you love yourself, they won't treat you anyhow. And like it or not, we teach others how to treat us. If you're dating and the first time a guy talked to you some way and you never put him in his place, you never reprimand him or say, no, don't talk to me like that, he is going to think that maybe he or she, doesn't have to be a guy per se, it may be he or she, but they are going to think that is okay, right? So when you love yourself, people realize, I can't treat her anyhow, because she have a high self-value for herself. And when you are confident about you, people will be confident about you. Like, there's one lady that I've always admired her. When she entered the room, she always have this aurora, always have this positive. And I just always wonder how she's so positive. I respect her, So when people realize that you are confident in yourself, they will respect you. So, guys, whoever is still listening, I just want to say that learn to love yourself. I realize, especially female, I realize a lot of us, we have gone through so many things in our life especially when we are young, and sometimes as we get older, we carry that same baggage into our relationship, into our adult, and sometimes we hurt people that we don't want to hurt, because it said you can't give away love if you don't have love, right? You can't really give away love if you don't have love. You give what you have. So if you have trauma, if you have hate, if you have unforgiveness, you're going to give that away, and as you're listening, I want to say to you that when you say something, when I was in Sabbath school one time, because normally I'm a Seventh-day Adventist, and at church, the lady I was teaching, she did a demonstration, and she said, life is like toothpaste. Your words are like toothpaste. Um, once you say something, you never get it back. Once you pour out the toothpaste onto the toothbrush, no matter what you do, it can never go back in that way. And I heard another explanation is like when you put a nail in a wall and you remove the nail, the hole is gonna always be there. Sometimes you have to use something and completely wipe it out, but it's still, you can see little marks. So when you say mean things or you say something out of hurt, that it never leave the person. The mind is so powerful that once you said something, you can never take it back. Once you say something, it's gonna be always, always, always in the present mind. So no matter how angry you are, please always, always try to not speak at that time. Go away, maybe go for a walk, because it's really, 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 really hard, because as I get older, I realize that life is so precious. You have to really be careful how you treat others, because us human being, we are really, really fragile human being, and the only thing that we want to do is we want to be loved. We just want to be loved, so just love, learn to love yourself, and in learning to love yourself, you will learn to love others. So if you are joining in, please state your name and where you're from, and if you're new, please subscribe to my channel, and if you're continue a valued watcher, please continue watching and supporting. So today I'm just giving advice on how to love yourself and how to learn to love others. I think sometimes as human, we have a hard time how to love. If someone does something, we just drop them. No, we're all flawed human being, and we just want someone to love us. Our goal in life is just to be loved, and sometimes when we are not confident in our own self, we put all our insecurity on others. We just put, and you have to learn that we're all going through life. We all have been through so many unfortunate situations. And how I see loving yourself is, think of someone that you love dearly. Think that someone that you love dearly. You wouldn't want anything to happen to them. You love them so much. Maybe your kid, your grandma. And if someone is saying something bad about your child or your grandma, I know that you will if you're like me, I'm gonna tell them my mind. I'm gonna stand up for that person. So it's just like with yourself. If you say anything negative about yourself, just wipe it away. Just like how you will defend your loved one, defend yourself. Say no, no, no. I'm not like this. Even if I am not where I'm supposed to be, I will get there. And you have to learn to remove negative thoughts from your mind, because we're what we think. And if you tell yourself, I'm not pretty, I'm not talented, I have nothing to offer, that's what you are going to do. You are going to not, you're going to be mean, you're going to always be grumpy. So what is inside, come outside. Okay, so get a journal. What I want you to do, get a journal and write any negative things come to your mind, write them. So if you have a negative thought that says, I am not, I don't have any gift, I don't have anything to offer, you leave a line out and then write things that you have to offer, right? You're a good friend, right? Even though I feel like I'm a bad person, I can be a good friend. Write down all the good things that you have done, because I have tried it. I have a journal. I remember I went to work a day and I was so mad. And then after I got home, I write in my journal. I was so mad, and I started writing the good things. And then I started to feel better. It's okay. You know what? I am this. I do good things. Like sometimes from my YouTube, I get very discouraged because I feel like my YouTube channel is not really, really growing. And I feel like people don't really support or like. And then there are days I'm like, why am I even doing this? I'm not really helping anyone. And I'm like, no, I've had people that comment. It may be sometimes just one person that will comment, you're doing a good job. Because in life, we want to know that we're doing good. We want to know. And that's one point that I want to get to, that even if someone do not tell you that you are doing a good job, please tell yourself that. Even if that's the thing about self-confidence, even if no one tells you that you are doing good, tell yourself, have that much confidence that even if no one validates what I am doing, tell yourself that I am doing good. And there's a lot of times that people are not going to validate you. There are a lot of times that people are not going to tell you you're doing good, because sometimes people are scared of who you are, because it reminds them of what they are not. So if you are enjoying this live, please share with your friends. Please like it. No one is liking. So yes, you have the algorithm, right? So yes, you have to be confident in what you are doing, that you are loved and that you are gifted, and that you are talented in anything. You can't do everything, but whatever you are doing, do it to the best of your ability. Do it to the best of your ability. Be confident in your gift, and that even though you don't do something good the first time, you can always get it better. But do not let anyone feel as if you're less than, because sometimes we have our own insecurity and we believe that we are not good because of what someone tells you. Do not do that to yourself. Always think positive thought. If something negative come to your mind, don't think it. Put it away, because the minute you start to think about it, you are going to get sad. You are going to get depressed. Like negative thought, positive thought, it can shift the trajectory of your life, and you do not want that. Okay? Yes, you do not want that. You just want to always be thinking positive thoughts. Mm. Yes. You yes, you always want to be thinking positive thoughts. So I think what you could do is I'm doing this for 30 days. 30 days almost up. I try to think anything negative. So and if something negative comes to my mind, I just think positive. I try to think positive all the time, because I can be very, very negative. And I realize that doesn't really help me. I doesn't really get anywhere. So I try to think positive. I try to always think something good, and I want to touch on forgiveness. Um, Forgiveness is very important to get over your self love journey, because a lot of times we've been hurt, and sometimes we've been hurt by the people that are dear to us, people you never dream in a million years that will hurt you. But I want to say, if someone hurts you today, you have to learn to forgive that person, because unforgiveness is like a drug. It's like a poison. Imagine it's like you drinking a poison. That person is fine, but whenever you see them, you get angry, you get upset. Sometimes you want to hurt them, but they are living their life and they are doing fine. They are doing great. So I just want to say, forgive anyone that has hurt you. Forgive them. I don't know whoever is listening, but if you're a Christian, the Bible says to forgive 70 times 7. So you have to learn to forgive. If you're joining, please leave your name. Just leave where you're from, so we can get to know each other. So you have to learn to forgive. Forgiveness is so important, and in forgiving, you realize that you feel free, and just remember that you are special, that you have so much to offer. Imagine, we all are so different. We all are so unique in our ways. There is no one like you. I went to do a police record check once, and then they asked me for my fingerprints, and then I kind of felt really special, because I was saying to myself, no one has my fingerprints. No one has my fingerprints. No one is like you. No, of course sometimes people may look like us, but your DNA, you are so special, you are so unique that no one is like you. So you have to tell yourself that you are unique, you are strong, you are gifted, that whatever you bring to the table, it's something unique, it's something different. And you just want to get to that place. So guys, I'm here. I think I've talked enough. you know People have joined in and joined out. So I just want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for, if you're I've been on here 38 minutes, and if you're still here, no one has commented or say anything, but that's fine. And if you're listening, I hope that you learned something. So if you have learned anything from what I was blabbing about, or if it's of some value to you, just leave a comment, put a thumbs up or something, or let me know that you liked it, because the goal of me being on here is to try to help someone so they can feel better about themselves, so they can feel as if they are worthy, because we go through life thinking that we're not good enough. We worry, and I just want to say, yeah, you are good enough. You are strong, so just keep that in your mind, that you are strong and you are gifted and you have everything to offer in this world. So, yes, guys, thank you for joining. And remember that you are loved. You are loved, and God loves you. You know, when he created the world, he spoke everything into existence. But when he came down, he made us. So thank you for checking out my channel, and thank you for supporting, and I hope you have a prosperous and a wonderful day. And I'm going to try and do another live next week, Saturday. So if you join in, please come back to my live next week, Saturday. Bye.